Yo, what up, though? Subscribe and like the video and keep on subscribing to my channel. Let's run them views and them subscribers up for real. But the Minnesota Vikings, man, the Minnesota Vikings, what do the Minnesota Vikings need to do this season? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The Minnesota Vikings need to play Jalen Nailor more and KJ Osborn less. Yes. I don't want to see KJ Osborn more than I see Jalen Nailor if Jalen Nailor can play in the NFL for real. Because we ain't see too much of dog last year. Like Jalen Nailor he played in the scrap games and played at the end of a lot of football games, like 2 or 3 football games. But as a Minnesota Vikings fan, I want to see more of Jalen Nailor, man. Because we all know KJ Osborn, what he brings to the table. And plus, this is KJ Osborn last year as a Minnesota Vikings for real. So let's keep it real. We want to know what we got at wide receiver number 3. Like, how is Jalen Nailor along with JJ and Ja? Because Jalen Nailor, he might be a dog. Like, we never know. And this go back to my other video, man. Is the Minnesota Vikings playing the best players, or are the Minnesota Vikings playing the most expensive player, man? For real, though. Because as a Viking fan, I think we all want to see him on the field more. And me, honestly, I want to see less of KJ if dog can play. But if he can't play, I want to see more KJ. But he got to play for us to see what's going on. Because I don't know what's going on with the wide receiver. He only got in on crappy games at the end of the game when you playing backups and shit. But you really can't tell like that, though. But KJ last year caught 60 passes for 650 yards and 5 touchdowns. And was KJ a number 2 wide receiver for us last year? I don't know. Like, some might say he was and some might say he wasn't. But I'm not even for sure. But Adam Thielen ain't do no better. He only caught 70 passes for 716 for real. So that's not really good for real. And I just went through a list of a few number 2 wide receivers in the NFL. Like Taylor Lockett. He caught 84 passes for over 1,000 yards. T. Higgins caught 74 passes, over 1,000 yards. Jalen Waddle caught 75 passes, over 1,300 yards. So the Minnesota Vikings, man, we need a boost at the number 2 wide receiver spot, man, for real, man. And KJ nice, but like I said in my other video before, man, KJ don't have that burst, or he don't give you that. He another player who don't give you that it factor. KJ straight, though, don't get me wrong. I think KJ is a straight number 3 wide receiver, not a number 2 wide receiver. But that's just me. And I know we had TJ last year. He caught a lot of passes, though, but hell, that's because we ain't had no other wide receiver step up to the fucking plate. So that's why he caught 60 passes for 519 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, but as a Minnesota Viking fan, I really want to see Ja come out and JJ and Jalen Nailor, man. Then you can sprinkle KJ in there every now and then, you know what I'm saying, to give us a different look. Or if you want to run a four wide receiver set, something like that, though. But I think the Minnesota Vikings need to play Jalen more, man, for real, though, man. Because at Michigan State, they said dog got burners. He a fast wide receivers, and he can't catch. I know his last year at Michigan State, I want to say he broke his hand and whatnot. But last year, even though he played in a little bit of games, he stayed healthy. Hopefully, this offseason he got a little bit bigger and stronger to play in the NFL, but he did stay healthy though. That was a big plus. But I really want to see more in him, man. Like, if we can have a number 3 wide receiver emerge like Jalen to go with Ja and JJ, oh man, we will have a nice trio at wide receiver, and they all will be young. Like, what? They all are 25 and younger. Like, you can't get no better than that. And we got TJ in the tight end slot along with Josh Oliver. The Minnesota Vikings is ready to throw the rookie quarterback in there for next year. Hell, even this year with Kirk Cousins, he might go crazy with better options. But I'm not saying I want to keep Kirk Cousins though. Don't mix my words up though. But Kirk Cousins might have a better season if we throw some better players out there, man. So the Minnesota Vikings, they need to play the best players available, man. Not the most paid players, man. That shit right there got to end. And that shit got to end this year, man, for real. Like, we all know what KJ brings to the table. It's okay. But Jalen might bring more to the table than KJ. We know for sure he faster than KJ. Because KJ ass, I ain't going to lie, his ass kind of slow. He not breaking no tackles or he not going to burn nobody. But he will be where he's supposed to be at, and he will catch the football. I will give him that. So he is a good number 3, number 4 option for real. But if we got a dog number 3 wide receiver who probably could have been number 2, we need to play him. We need to play him more, man. And we all know we not going to give KJ no contract. So we need to know what we got moving forward, man, for real. Because the quarterback position is the question mark. I want the Vikings to move on for Kirk Cousins and move up in the NFL draft and draft a quarterback. But I want the quarterback to have multiple weapons so when he do get here, he will go crazy in his rookie year. And he can win Offensive Rookie of the Year. It won't be hard with KOC and the weapon we have and the running backs, and we upgrade the offensive line a little bit. Man, the Vikings got a damn near good ass team for real. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Even though I'm a Viking fan, it just is what it is. Like, we could fix that defense a little bit though, but the bread and butter is offense, man. Offense win championships. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all seen that Super Bowl last year though, but as a Minnesota Viking fan, I want to see Jalen Nailor play more if he ready to play more. But we don't know unless we put him in the game in the first or second quarter to go against first string defense and see what he could do. That's what I want the Minnesota Vikings to do, man. Play Jalen Nailor more, man. Let's see what we got in Jalen. Because last year we ain't seen much. We really ain't seen nothing for real. Because the time he did play, man, that shit really don't count. But it just shows that he fast and he can catch it. But those was against backup players. I want to see what he do against a number 1 defense. So we need to play him more in preseason. Man, roll his ass out week 1. Who cares? Did KJ last year as a Minnesota Viking. I want to know what we had going forward at the wide receiver position, man. That's what I'm looking forward for. But subscribe to my channel. I'm going to upload another video tomorrow, and I will be going live Saturday night at 8:30 Eastern time. Tap in. We going fucking crazy on Purple Vibes and the Zone. Tap in with us. Me, Yogi, and Mike. We going crazy, man. But what do y'all feel about Jalen Nailor? Do y'all feel he should play more or KJ Osborn should play more? I'm rolling toward Jalen Nailor. I'm not going to lie to y'all, but that's just me. Subscribe to the channel, man. Like the video, and please leave a comment.